Senator Hawley.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thanks for calling this important hearing. Thanks to our witnesses for being here. Mr. Stern, if I could just start with you. I see that 5 or 6 days ago you gave an interview in which you said that the removal of Mahmoud Khalil, the pro-Hamas foreign rioter, is a form of McCarthyism and makes Jewish students less safe. Now, this is an individual who has been accused of endorsing and espousing terrorist activity, who has been accused of lying on his application to a green card in the United States, who is currently being sued for terrorizing and assaulting Jewish students. Do you stand by your view that trying to remove him is a form of McCarthyism?
Absolutely, Senator.
Why in the world would that be the case?
Let me answer. He hasn't been charged with the crime. The clear predicate for this, White House said, was handing out pro-Hamas propaganda. When you start talking about people's views and what they're talking about in the public square as a basis for discrimination, and then the effect on Jewish students, it's not just the fact that Jews may be seen as, well, we're pushing this and that's going to happen. The way that this is going to harm Jewish students is it harms the academy.
Senator Josh Hawley just unleashed on a witness defending Mahmoud Khalil, a pro-Hamas rioter accused of promoting terrorism and assaulting Jewish students. And if that wasn't enough, even Senator Ed Markey's take on the situation is absolutely mind-blowing. Stay tuned, because we're breaking down this fiery exchange, the shocking defense of Khalil, and why Hawley's reaction is making headlines. And, hey, if you love staying updated on political showdowns, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Let's get into it.
Wait a minute. My time is limited. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just wait a minute. I've got to correct numerous inaccuracies there. Number one, as you very well know, United States law says that a non-citizen is inadmissible for entry into this country if they, and I quote, endorse or espouse terrorist activity or persuade others to do the same. That same law provides you can be removed for the same reasons. That is what Mr. Khalil has been accused of. He has further been accused of, by the United States government, lying on his visa application. That on its own would be sufficient to remove him from this country. He is being sued, as you and I sit here in New York court, by the victims of October 7th for terrorizing and assaulting Jewish students, unlawfully taking over and damaging public university property, and physically assaulting Columbia University employees. And you're telling me that it's McCarthyism to remove this individual?
Senator, the deportation was started before that lawsuit, before that second question about what he was saying on his forms.
No, this is what the government has alleged in open court, Mr. Stern. This is the basis for their removal proceedings. And our law makes clear if you endorse or espouse terrorist activity, you can be removed from this country.
Let's get into it.
He has done so.
So who is Mahmoud Khalil? He's been accused of endorsing terrorism, lying on his visa application, and even attacking Jewish students on campus. The U.S. government is actively trying to remove him, citing national security concerns. But believe it or not, some people are calling his deportation McCarthyism. Yes, really. And that's where things get heated in this Senate hearing. Enter Senator Josh Hawley. The man does not hold back. In this hearing, he grills Michael Stern, who actually argues that removing Khalil makes Jewish students less safe. Hawley wasn't having any of it. He called out Stern for defending someone accused of terrorism and lying to get into the country. And when Stern tried to justify it, boom, Hawley fired back with the law itself.
Done so. He's been accused of doing so from the beginning. He's been accused of lying to get into the country. I'm amazed that you're saying that this is McCarthyism.
Senator, you weren't here when I quoted part of what Justice Brandeis was talking about the back at a case where there's somebody that was convicted for supporting the Communist Party because they were talking about violence as a political solution. And Brandeis cautioned us that this type of robust speech, as long...
This isn't speech. Lying on a visa application is not speech. Seeking to assault Columbia University employees and Jewish students is not speech. You are defending an individual who has espoused the destruction of this country, the destruction of the state of Israel, the destruction of Jews, and has taken actions in furtherance of the same. You've also said that investigating the 60 colleges and universities that are currently under investigation by the Trump administration for anti-Semitism is a form of weaponizing anti-Semitism for political benefit. You're opposed to investigating these institutions for anti-Semitism?
Proving why Khalil's removal is completely justified. That's some serious energy right there. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below. Do you agree with Hawley, or do you think Stern had a point? As if this debate couldn't get crazier, enter Senator Ed Markey. He made some wild statements about this situation, and even Hawley, who was already fired up, had to call them insane on record. Now, Markey's argument, that investigating anti-Semitism on college campuses is a form of weaponizing the issue. Seriously? Jewish students are being harassed and assaulted and we shouldn't even investigate? Hawley went off on this, and honestly, it's hard to argue with his reaction.
Senator, I've been very clear that OCR has a very important role, that there are complaints that should go through the process. When you start using the Department of Justice and threatening universities' funding.
You are opposed, I just want to get this on the record, you are opposed to investigating Columbia University and others for anti-Semitism?
No.
That's what you said 6 days ago.
I am not opposed to doing it the right way.
What does that mean, doing it the right way?
Not to claw back funds, not to say we're holding you ransom. We're getting your faculty, Jewish...
You were asked about an investigation for failing to protect Jewish students, and you said that's just weaponizing anti-Semitism. It makes students less safe.
It is when the Department of Justice has a list of places they want to go to. The Senator Markey's question...
Oh, I heard Senator Markey's questions. I heard his whole speech. I thought it was insane. I just want to say for the record, I thought it was totally insane. And I think your positions are similarly insane.
This isn't just about one guy. It's about a growing issue. Jewish students across the country are facing threats, and the question is, are our leaders doing enough to protect them? Hawley clearly believes Khalil's removal is the right call, but with opposition from people like Stern and Markey, will the fight against campus anti-Semitism get the attention it deserves? This debate is intense, and we want to hear from you.
Insane. I think the idea that we would bend over backwards to hug and kiss and make nice to a pro-Hamas rioter, because that's what Khalil is, and that we would say, we can't remove him, and that makes Jewish students less safe on our campuses? That's nuts.
Senator,
that's nuts.
To Rabbi Saberstein's point, if you look at American history, the times where Jews were most vulnerable was during the Palmer raids in World War I, when there was political...
Jews are vulnerable now on our campuses because of people like Khalil, and I want to say for the record, I'm glad he's gone, and I hope he never comes back.
Senator Hickenlooper.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you all for your time here
From
and
you.
all your work.
Was Hawley right to call out Stern and Markey, or do you think there's another side to this story? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And hey, if you love content that breaks down these major political moments, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. We've got more explosive clips and analysis coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.